My 2 o'clock dog is here. It is a very hairy Goldendoodle. Come here. And if I'm lucky, he'll jump. There we go. Okay, he's a little overdue. He should have been here probably 2 months ago. He's getting a number 4 blade all over. The thing is, when their hair gets long and their hair gets dirty, you might not think it's dirty, but it's always dirty. Unless they just had a bath. And even if they just had a bath, it's probably dirty anyway. That is your collar. They love their collars. So here's the thing. For him to dry fast, I need to get some of this hair off before I wash him, you know, because it's so thick. But I can tell you there's like a film, a dirty film over him that you can't see. It's just the way their hair is, okay? It's hard to explain. So I'm going to try to use a number 4 on his body just to get some of the hair off before I put him in the bathtub. But I bet it's not going to come off because it's dirty and the blades don't go through, because when it's dirty, the hair sticks together. So it just kind of clumps up. So I'm going to stand him up. I'm going to wear my mask too. But his tail is matted too. I'm going to try. This is just going to be real fast. See, what it's doing is kind of going in and out, in and out, in and out over the hair. But I could probably use a 5 blade. See, it's not going to go through his legs. I'm going to use a 5 skip tooth, and I think once I get it wet and washed, it'll fluff back up a little bit and be a little bit longer. If you're a groomer, you know what I'm talking about. If you're not a groomer, you probably have no idea, but I'm using a 5 skip tooth. This is not a real haircut. This is just to get the bulk of the hair off. See, here's the thing. When you guys take your dog to a groomer, they need to be on a schedule. I mean, you can wait to the last minute to call, that's fine. But if your groomer is busy, like most groomers, you're not going to be able to get in. They called probably about a month and a half ago, which would have been a perfect time for him to get a haircut. But since they waited to call, he's overgrown. All right. Can you jump? There we go. of them. Come here. Come here. There we go. Okay, I took about half off his tail too because it was matted. Took about half off, and then since I cut the mats in half, they'll be easier to brush out. So that's how I did that. All right, let me get my apron on and get started with his bath. Everybody gets conditioner too. I use the force dryer for about 15 minutes, but I need a break. So, hey, it's almost 3 o'clock. I've been washing dogs and grooming since 8. I'm tired. So I'm going to put him away, clean up the mess in the tub, get a drink. Then I'm going to finish blow drying him and finish cutting his hair. We'll see if I have to use a 5-blade or a 4-blade. Now that I got the hair off, it kind of is a little longer now. I don't know how to explain it. So I used the 5-blade, which makes him short, but since it was dirty, it really didn't take it that short. So if that makes any sense, I might be able to leave him a little bit longer and do the 4-blade when I get him out. All the dogs I groom are trained to use this ramp, and they always go into the same cage every time. They know exactly what to do. Let's see if I can get this guy to jump up here again. Lower it a little bit more. Come here. Come here. Can you jump? Come here. Here we go. Good job. All right, he's about half dry. Going to finish blow drying him. And take his leash off. And hook him up. He's one of those dogs that like to put their head down the whole time. There's dogs that do that. They do it every time. All right, he is nice and clean. So I'm thinking I should be able to get the 4-blade through him. We shall see. I'm gonna turn my fan on just to help dry his face. There we go. While I blow dry his back, ankles, and his tail. I'm gonna put my mask on. Start off by shaving the pads of his feet with a 30-blade. As you can see, Goldendoodles grow hair in the pads of their feet. See how hairy they get? So that needs to be shaved out. If you don't, everything will get stuck and caught up in there. They can get rocks and mats and tree sap and poop. Yes, even poop if they're running around in your yard. Let me take this mask off. Here we go. If they're running around in your yard, everything gets stuck up in there. And don't think it's not just because you don't see it. I mean, here's the thing. If you have a big dog like this, well, I should say a hairy dog, you know, and you don't want to groom them or you don't know how to groom them, if you can at least learn how to shave the pads of their feet, shave their potty area, and clean out their eyes, like trim their eyes up between grooming, that is going to go a long way. You know, and then you can come like every 3 months or so and just have them shaved down. If you can do the in-between grooming, plus dogs don't want to come here, you know, they don't want to come here all the time. So if you can groom them a little bit at home in between grooming, that's what I would do. I always wonder, like, what would I do if I had to take my dogs to a groomer? I wouldn't want to. I really wouldn't want to. So I would do the most that I can at home. I mean, if you're one of those people that insist on having your dog with long hair, you're really going to have to learn how to do home grooming. But most people just come every couple months and have them shaved down. That's assuming they're a long-coated dog. Now, if you have a German Shepherd or a Sheltie, whew, they're high maintenance. They're really high maintenance with all that undercoat. Okay, I'm going to get my 4-blade and I'm going to see what it does. Let's see if it goes through and how long it leaves the hair. Let me get I'm going to use my pin brush. It's very gentle and it doesn't scrape the skin. It doesn't hurt at all, just to fluff it up. Yeah, we'll be able to use the 4-blade. That's what they want. They like the 4-blade. They like the tail long too, but the thing is, when I take the body short, the tail will look longer, even though I took like half of it off, you know, because you're comparing it. You're comparing this short to this long. It is still going to look long just because this is short now, if that makes sense. If you have a long-haired dog that does not like the slicker brush, try a pin brush. It's very gentle, like I said. It does not hurt. Like a slicker brush, really, you can really make a dog raw. And it doesn't take long with a slicker brush. I mean, sometimes you have to use it, but I'm just saying, if your dog doesn't like it because it hurts, try a pin brush. I'm just getting in the way. There we go. In case you're wondering, this is about 4 months worth of growth. The guy said when he dropped the dog off that he's going to make an appointment when he comes back in for 2 months from now. And I think that's good. I think every 2 months is perfect. I mean, unless you're rich, you can come every month, but I'm just saying. Haircut will last 2 months. I'm going to use my 7-blade to shave the base of his tail. That keeps his potty area clean when he goes to the bathroom and gives it a little bit of a style. I'm also going to shave the inside of his back legs with the 7-blade. You want the inside of the back legs short, so they stay clean back here. Plus, it's just going to grow right back. Using a thin blade just to shave under his tail and his potty area. That's really, really short under here. Shave out where he pees, because when they pee all over themselves. Do you have 2 male dogs? I'll tell you what my male dogs do. They go out there every morning and they pee on each other. They stand next to each other and they pee right on each other. I'm like, do they even know they just did that? Are they doing it on purpose? Do they not even know? I don't know. I'm going to go ahead and brush his tail out. I got my slicker brush. So before his bath, I thinned it out. I used some chunkers underneath to thin it out. And then I cut about half off with the scissors, which makes it a whole lot easier to brush out now because it dried fast and the mats are gone. But I'm using this. It's like it's a dematting tool. It's like little razors that cut through the hair. This thing is great. It's kind of like a comb, but it's sharp, just to find all the tangles, and then it cuts right through. Okay, so that's all fixed. I'm gonna take my straight scissors and trim his tail up. Pull it all out, comb it all down. Just trim along the bottom. See how uneven it is? Because I cut it before he got in the bathtub. I just did it real fast, but I can fix it. Just shaking it all down so I don't miss any of the hairs. Get my comb, just make sure it's even. Sometimes you got to kind of shake it a little bit to see if there's any long hairs that are stuck up in there. There, see? And it still looks pretty. All the tangles are gone. And it still looks long just because the body's short now. His body is done, and I am working my way around to his front foot. This foot right here. And then all we'll have left is his head. So I'm going to go back over his leg one more time with my 4-blade. When I say 4-blade, 7-blade, 10-blade, you're probably like, what is she talking about? All of the blades have a number, and that tells you how long it's going to leave the hair. So this 4-blade, the blade, oh, people might not even know this. This blade comes off and on. This will leave it about 3/4 of an inch left, something like that. Not too short. Okay. Okay, I'm going to use a 3-blade, which is a little longer than the body. Use a 3-blade if I can find my clippers. Oh, there they are. Hold on. A little longer than the body. I'm going to use it on his head and his ears. Okay, here's the big moment. I'm going to trim his eyes so he can see again. Just going to brush his face real quick. I usually take beards pretty short unless somebody tells me not to, just because they're going to get matted and they drip in the food and they drip in the water and they're outside rooting around in the mulch in your garden, eating bugs, playing with frogs. Eating poop. Did I say that? I think I might have said that earlier, but it might have been another video. But that's what they do. Okay. Comb it all down. Look, I used to have 15 dogs. I know what dogs do. I've seen it all. I'm just trimming straight across with my slightly curved scissors. Now I'm going to turn around the other direction just to trim the side. I come underneath. I shaved the corners of his eyes with a 10-blade lightly, but I still like to come underneath and trim it because I don't shave that much. I just shave that a little bit and I come back and trim underneath. It's just safer, I think, to come underneath like this with the scissors. Okay, gonna finish brushing his beard out. It's all tangled up. Then I'm gonna trim it nice and short and he will be ready to go. Oh, I gotta clean his ears too. Then he'll be ready to go. I'm gonna go ahead though. I'm just gonna show you what I'm using for his beard. I'm gonna use this tool right here. Like I showed you earlier, it's kind of like a comb, but it's sharp. And it cuts through. I kind of cut like a saw. Kind of saw through it when I go down. So I'm not like ripping his hair. I think they do sell replacement blades for these things, but I think I have some somewhere. Okay. Yeah, it's all tangled up in here. Might just be easier for me. I'm gonna go ahead and trim it short before I try to brush it out, because hopefully that way I will cut out some of the mats. I cleaned his ears, pulled the hair out, and wiped him out with ear cleaner. And I'm just going to round off his beard. And actually, let me get my curved scissors, if I can find them. There they are. Nope. There they are. If you're a groomer, you have 5 million scissors. And it's like, they all do something different. These are great for making pom-poms, making round ears, making anything round, really. round feet. And there's different kinds of round scissors. Some are slightly curved and other ones like these are really round. Just fluffing it all up and rounding it out. He's ready to go. I'm just going to double check his head right here in the front real quick to make sure it's blended in with my chunkers. Just the chunkers make it more blended looking than just regular scissors, and that would be like a more blunt cut. This just makes it look more natural. Some people like the tops of the nose fluffy and some people like it trimmed down. I never know what to do. So I guess if it was that important, they would tell me, wouldn't they? I think they would. Okay. I got a baby wipe here and some conditioning spray. Move this table. There we go. I'm going to wipe him down. As you can see, all his feet are trimmed up. Tail's nice and trimmed. His potty area shaved out. I'm going to go ahead and wipe his eyes out with some water. I don't know. If it was my dog, I really would want all that hair scissored down. But that's, you know, a lot of people like that fluff up there. I think it's annoying. I wouldn't want to look at it. I don't know. I'm trimming it. Plus, he's getting older and his hair is really thin on top of his nose. It's not really like the best hair for fluffing. It just kind of sticks out in a couple strands here and there. Kind of neaten it up. I have a collar bow I'm going to put on him, a red bow. It goes on his collar. There's his bow. It's got little snowflakes and dogs on it. How cute is that? There's your collar. Do you like this bow? Yeah? Do you want to wear this bow? I think he does. He's just being shy. Okay, let's put this on. That is so cute. You're all done. I gotta call his father and tell him that he is ready to go. We'll go ahead and let him jump down. Let me get a leash. Tell everybody thanks for watching. You're gonna be a movie star now. Down you go. Okay, let's go. Come here. You want to see how good he is? He just laid right down and is waiting for his father. We have our ambience lights on so he can relax. Tell everybody thanks for watching. Bye-bye.